Thank you, Inez. Deal with me, I'm a little sick today, so I may have to take a minute. On August 27, 1996, while my father Raul was working a graveyard shift, my mother Eugenia told my oldest brother Joey that he might have to help deliver me. Now I can't imagine what must have been going through his 12-year-old brain, but like any big brother would, he took on that responsibility. Around 4 o'clock in the morning, my mother got up to use the restroom, and just like that, I came bursting into this world, completely unaware of the splash I would be making on the lives around me. Now, fast forward to 19 years later, I'm here in my second year of college at the OP, and I realize that my birth was a complete metaphor for my life. See, I didn't come here on my mother's time. I didn't come here on my father's time. I didn't even come here on the doctor's time. I came here into this world on my time. Through my accomplishments and my mistakes, I was always that person beating to her own drum. In a way, I came here and I was a lost rebel with a confused cause. I came here to UOP with an opportunity to play college soccer and to get an education of a lifetime. However, in my sophomore year, who I thought I was and who I wanted to be collided like waves crashing against the shore of rocks. I lost the confidence I once had from my longest chosen relationship, soccer. See, sports have been everything to me. I had 3 older brothers, so I was constantly playing sports to prove them that I compete, so that they would stop seeing me as their little sister. And on top of losing my confidence in soccer, my grades were failing before my eyes, and the first love of my life was vanishing before I could blink. Age 19 was when I realized who I was. It was painful to face myself, but even more painful to accept myself. I came from a very conservative Mexican Catholic family, and what I took from my family and the church I grew up in left me feeling very ashamed of who I was. I even had one aunt tell me I would go to hell for liking both men and women. However, in the spring of my sophomore year, my spirit was woken. I came into contact with God's love through FCA and a church called Lifesong. And with the help of a professional storyteller, Joshua Medcalf, he told us about his entire life, what he had been through, the mistakes he made along the way, and how he got to where he currently is. I immediately felt inspired, so I read his book, Chop Wood, Carry Water, and it changed the way I thought, saw, and experienced the world. It preached you to not focus on the end goal, to not get stuck on the outcome, but to enjoy the process, to obsess over the journey. And so I immediately felt that this was the new person I wanted to be. I wanted to fall in love with the process, to observe and embrace the greatness of the mundane things that we too easily take for granted for. Like when we walk down to tie our shoe and we see an ant walking by. And in that moment you realize, wow, life is bigger than me. By reading this book, it completely changed my mindset. It showed me my new lifestyle. So I once thought I was supposed to be this sad, depressed person, that the negative thoughts in my head were all that defined me. Every day of my life, I thought it was cute for a moment to take control of the pain I felt by inflicting self-harm. But with the help of Joshua's book, and finally making peace with who I was by letting the Lord's love in, I did not feel ashamed no more. Now that I'm here, age 22, I realize that I'm on God's time. And not until I got away from the city I grew up, I was able to reflect and make connections about the 18 years of living in Oceanside. My biggest takeaways were how much family and the diverse community I grew up in meant to me. But at the same time, those were the 2 things that were constantly driving me to so much pain. But I was able to take some wisdom from the hardships that occurred in my younger years. Like when I was 9 years old, I lost my 10-year-old best friend to a rare heart condition. He had a heart attack, and I could not understand why someone so precious could leave this world so quickly. The week following his death, people all over school felt guilty for how mean they had been to him all these years. But I could only simply love him, all silver teeth and all. And this really stuck with me. I realized I had a heart for the outcasted people and the broken people. With him by my side every step of the way, I promised him that I would not get stuck, and I would continue to be the best version of myself every day, and to stay woke, to be aware of the people around me and the influence I would make. With every accomplishment and mistake I have faced, I have had him by my side, and this experience has left me only wanting to make real connections with human beings. I have learned that life can be extravagant, but the purest way to live is with simple joys and a simple heart, not putting ownership over things that cannot last a lifetime. I cannot completely say what life has in store for me, but I believe I can continue to grow and chase simple joy with the path that I end up on will bring me success, all the success I am capable of achieving. I do know that I want to inspire hope into others. I want to be able to be vulnerable about my deepest, darkest parts of my soul, just so that I may have an opportunity to connect with someone and show them that these thoughts and feelings are normal, but to help them to channel those deep, dark thoughts into something positive. So now that you've heard my story, that you've felt a little of my pain, join me and delight me in my courage. Feed off my current joy and be inspired to chase your dreams. Because without dreams, would any of us be here today? Thank you.